the Pittsburgh Steelers, taking on the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of it. Success on their defense too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Commanders making their way out. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Is incomplete.
That was a first down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the cornerback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Steelers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Pickett. Steps away to his left. Bam. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Prescott's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Prescott looks to throw on first. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second down and a run by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Higbee secures it over the middle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Honeycutt. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Honeycutt. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Honeycutt. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Honeycutt. And this is Parker, complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Prescott. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They'll send Parker in motion right. Throwing to start the drive. Honeycutt. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Huntley to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker.
Oh,
and it'll
Parker.
be incomplete.
God
Good job
damn
staying
it.
with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Huntley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Oh, shit, that's the wrong dude. You big dummy.
To throw, Huntley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On his Presley Harvin now, as he'll send this one away.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be one of those days, man. They ain't catching.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a
they ain't catching the day, man. They ain't catching the day for you.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Thank you. You're glad to help us.
And the Washington offense heading out. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 4. Prescott to throw it. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down, Prescott. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play. A first down throw for Prescott. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Prescott yet again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Throwing, Prescott. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Bates. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll send Parker in motion right. On 1st down, Honeycutt. Williams brings it in. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Geno Smith, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Huntley buying time to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Harris. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On second down, this is Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll go with Mack here up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Take that back.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
Good job, Willie.
7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Harris. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley.
Good job. That's the first down. Good job.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. A give to Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I mean, they just fucking
well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Keep congratulating him for it. Bring him right back out here, big fella.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They're going for it. This is Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series in the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
Oh, God damn it! Oh, you took him off of him! God damn it!
20. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Sanders on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Huntley. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second and 8 coming up. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in.
Come on, this guy throws it in the fucking double coverage and we can't get it. We come on, dog. Oh, man.
No, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now Austin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley going deep here for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Here's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley.
God damn it!
Took a shot.
What the fuck, man? Wow, this bitch got 3 drops. 3. So we got fucking 6 drops. Come on, man. You know, it's not going to win any game. You can't win this way. If you're not going to catch it, damn. We got no chance. If you're not going to catch it, we got no chance. Like we have no chance.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Huntley. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring this one back.
This is what happens when you don't catch the ball.
Interception return for a Commander's touchdown.
What happens when you don't catch it?
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
What happens when you don't catch the ball?
I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly,
What do you want, Hero?
He doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talking about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft
I'm playing my game right now, bitch.
He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Oh, man, I don't care, man. I don't that guy's in it. I don't give a fuck.
Throwing after the interception. Huntley.
No, come on, man. That guy. No. So I guess he ain't going to find himself, man. I mean,
and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him
hey, man, I honestly, like, seriously, I don't even care. Like, seriously. I mean, because it's, like, it's clear. I'm whatever. I don't care, man.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley, he's going to let one go
hey,
deep
guys,
for
listen.
Parker.
I don't care. Like, seriously, I don't care.
Coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
I mean, he knows.
Third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and he made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So again, so the position that I have is, like, it doesn't matter. Like, the rules are for the other teams, not his teams. I mean, right?
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Listen, guys.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
You know it, and I know it, right?
They'll
you know
Parker
it, and I know
it. Right.
So that yeah.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Wow. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. You know what's going to happen. He's going to let him not have any rules and all that shit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Huntley.
Oh, look at this.
He's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Man, the Redskins are beating the shit out of me, guys.
Are going to take possession of it.
I ain't lying.
This spot in the 4th
hey guys, look, listen, man. My guys got 6 drops, man. They come on, man. They can't catch shit. We throwing interceptions left and right.
Defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's some bullshit there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And tough sling.
Yeah.
He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming
hey, look,
after
Coach
them,
Jules
trying
said
to keep
that
them
he
from
is
locking
the
down
champ.
the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I don't know, man.
Just sit
I
back and
don't know.
marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Yeah, well,
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash.
yeah, well, yeah, man. I mean, maybe you should hook up to your other thing.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and the lead will stay put at 17.
Yeah, we down by 17, man, with 4 minutes and something to go in the game, guys.
Pittsburgh set to take
No, the
over
Chiefs won.
offense. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away.
I know you
here
can't
in
believe
the
it, right?
quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you know, why have rules if the rules don't apply to all the teams? I mean, that don't make sense to me. But whatever. I mean, I don't even care.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth
I don't even
quarter.
care,
That's
man.
one
I
of the
mean,
few
what are you gonna
things
do?
that's
Like, what are you gonna do?
Exactly right. This
right?
one was well
What
in
are you gonna
hand.
do?
That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Going deep here for Parker. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. This is a fine in his rules. His rules.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again. Honeycutt. A leap and he's got it. He got it. And they'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
Yeah.
36 yards on the
That's
play.
his rule.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays.
Correct.
On the football.
So the big play gets them all the way
So,
down to the outskirts.
again, like I said, I mean,
I
honestly, I don't care, man.
Back to throw. Honeycutt steps away. And that is incomplete.
Correct.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5
Correct.
wide receivers on the field as a defender,
Correct.
I know the ball's
Correct.
coming out hot. They expected
Correct.
it and got there and
So-
pulled it free.
So it's clear that I mean there ain't the rules don't apply to everybody, man. That's all I guess, man. That's all I can say. I don't know, man.
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's down inside the 5
So I mean, we are 4 for 12. We are 4 for 12. These guys got 6 drops.
Definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, I'm not even. I can't worry about that kind of stuff, man. When he knows he's wrong, but he don't care. So I mean, fuck it, whatever. and he finally gives me, I'm just not going to pay it. He kicks me out, fuck him. I don't care. Fuck it. I don't have to play this shit. And I'm just saying, man. I mean, I'm just like, this is stupid. I mean, because clearly, you know, you pay fines if you want to. I don't know, shit. Oh man, this is the
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down near the end zone.
Yeah,
that's a nice
sure.
job there to hold him
for
up.
sure, man.
I mean, seen the last of him
I'm not.
I'm
not sweating it, man. I mean, again.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Again, it's Harris, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
Listen, man, listen.
That time, and now it's third and goal.
It just is what it is, man. I mean, you know,
do you go to the air?
I think the possibility
I'm stuck on the part where why isn't it a fine for him? That's what I don't understand.
I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run with Harris. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation.
I mean, I honestly, again, I don't care. He can't say he forgot. He can't say he didn't know. He just ain't gonna do it. So I mean, everybody else can get fined except the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, whatever.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
And now he'll come back and tell a lie. He'll tell a lie. Oh man, I was going to do it. Stop lying, bitch. All right, bitch.
They run for it with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They begin the drive with Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, what the fuck?
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Steelers down by 10. And time, a huge factor. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. Throwing to start the drive. Honeycutt. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Second and 11. Robinson up the middle. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. So a victory here for the Commanders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Washington, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And